we went out to Cedar Forest, which is
Cedar,
Cedar, yeah. It was,
in Bukidnon also.
yeah, it was a wonderful site. And he found a, so I work on murids, which are a small, tiny bugs. But he found a species that hasn't been collected in 60 years. So, and that's the first time it's been found. So it's been amazing. And I think I found at least, 13.
13, wow.
Maybe half are probably new to science. So new species, and I'm gonna name them after everybody.
But have you tried naming species by from your name?
No,
Because
you
that's
don't name it after
that's the
yourself.
usual.
We can't do that. It's not allowed.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've heard a lot of researchers who are doing research about insects or about plant, when they happen to discover this kind of species, they named it after them or after the researchers. But in your case, it's not allowed.
Well, it's
you
never
name-
allowed. But if it's not an allowed, that you will get punished. So if you do it socially in the community, it's not well accepted. But you can get away by doing it. So
Well, and it's tricky because our names are associated as
Like in the scientific name, usually.
yes. So things are named with what we call a genus name, which is like it's your last name.
Yeah.
And then,
Like Menardich, something like that.
Exactly.
So my scientific name
Uh-uh.
would be Menard Katrina.
Uh-uh.
And then whoever described me
Uh-uh.
would have their name and the years described at the end. So if I named it after myself, it'd be Menard Katrina 2022. And because it's the same thing, the species name and the person my name, it makes it very confusing.
Yeah,
so we don't
exactly.
do that.
That's why. That's good. So how did you name those species that you discovered?
we can name them however we want,
Like
following certain rules that are kept on a book.
Yes.
Which is like,
for example,
we have this like book which would be like the taxonomy Bible kind of, that it gives you like the rules you can never ever not follow, and without then a bunch of recommendations. But then as long as you follow a Latin or Greek pronouncing, not even that, nowadays. You just name something however you want, and you just say the gender of it, and
then you published.
yeah.
Yes.
But it has to come with a description,
Uh-huh.
a formal description, and that also has to follow certain parts of it, so it's valid, and it has to come with a specimen associated. So all names are associated with a specimen or with a group of specimens. If that does not happen, that name is not valid.
And usually
Yeah.
you try and name it at either something that tells you about what it is, like it's reddish or it's very big.
Oh,
So,
okay.
In Latin or Greek, but that rule, for example, there's a someone named a bug after Beyonce because it had a golden colored butt.
A big,
okay.
But
It had a big butt, so they named it Beyonce. There's some that are named after Star Wars characters.
Oh.
So you could be creative, and a lot of people too, by thanking someone that helped collect the specimen or helped identify it, you can use their name in honor of them. So I name them after people who help me usually.